It's time. You got to bring in somebody like when Fox was under attack. What did they bring? They bring in Paul Weiss. Now, Paul Weiss went and found things, but you could count on him to find things. Ken Feinberg, wouldn't he be terrific? You know, GM, ignition switch, Macondo at 9/11. I mean, you got to bring in some adult who people just say, wow, you know what? They brought in the guy that I would expect, and have him or her investigate everything. And when that's done, then what happens is these guys, the congressional guys say, well, geez, that's who we would have brought in. I guess we're fine.
So Wells Fargo did that too, though, didn't they?
And it doesn't feel like Sterling.
Yeah. Are they fine?
Well, did you read that report? It's devastating.
It was, wasn't it?
I mean,
yeah.
Well, all right, part of I mean, when you're wrong and you bring the outside counsel in, it's daunting. Wells was, I mean, I remember the Wells guy saying, hey, Jim, did you read that report? I said, I read it over the weekend. That was awful. So, I mean, look, if Facebook's report is awful, then the stock goes low. It's how the chips fall.
Right. Back to the bigger question for investors, having spoken to a couple who've been battered and bruised of this last week's plunge.
After 5 years of making a ton of money?
After 5 years of making enormous amounts of money,
right.
Given the moves up in the stock price. Those who believe it won't impact revenues, that overall people will not really leave the platform, and that advertisers, given the scale, given the efficiency of the platform, will also not leave it.
Well, it's the return on investment is really good for the advertisers.
And the return on investment is incredibly strong.
Right.
So, $11 next year in earnings. Is that a real number?
Well, I mean, it now sells below market. I don't think that's right. Geez, I was thinking 9 and change, but even
19?
there,
yeah, okay.
Even there, you've got a company that's valued well under Kellogg, the quick grower Kellogg. Well under McCormick, great number, by the way, because you can put that Frank's on a lot of things. But there is no doubt about it that this stock trades as if it was the old Greyhound bus, and that's what you get. They don't want to come clean. I thought it was great that they apologized. That was a good first start. But now you have to have the special internal prosecutor, because then you get a market multiple. You can't get a market multiple. Isn't that something?
No, there's no market multiple. A lot of people will tell you it's cheap, and others will say I wouldn't touch it at all because of everything that's going on. Is Zuckerberg going to show up, by the way, now that he's been asked by Grassley to do so?
He's been invited by this parliamentary committee in the UK.
And also here
declining to attend. We're now hearing from one of the committee chiefs who says, given the extraordinary evidence that we've heard so far today, it's absolutely astonishing that Mark Zuckerberg is not prepared to submit himself to questioning.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.